that time. Hey,
Hey,
Sankofa.
every time.
Tuesday. Reminisce. Here we go now, man. Woo!
Every time.
Every time, man. Like,
Real music sounds good. Every
man,
time you return to it.
I feel like I need that like as my ringtone or something, man. Just the way
Yeah.
that saxophone comes in, man. It just brings back the essence, you know. It's so powerful, man. But yo, this is the Reminisce Show, man. Every Tuesday, carry into the traditions of Sankofa, because sometimes we got to go back and collect what we have forgotten, rooted in hip hop, man, preserving our culture, our history, our identity, so that we have direction of where we're moving forward. So we're blessed, man, to create this space. We've had so many amazing guests that have come through, and we got some amazing guests that's lined up that's coming down in the future.
That's
And
right.
yo, we do this every Tuesday, man. It's for the people, them. It's for the history, man. It's you know, we got to archive it, man. So that's why we're here.
That's right. I love it. I love doing it with you. It means the world. This is what we're here to do, yo. Yo, real life documentarians, just capturing truth, reflecting it back to the peoples, yo. So
All day, every day.
It's an honor. It's an honor. Chuck D did it. Yo, KRS-One did it. Rocket. We all doing it, yo. So, hey, man, this is a real special one, though, because, I mean, yo, let's check in first. Let's check in. How you doing? How you doing, brother? How you doing?
Yo, man, I'm feeling blessed, feeling highly favored. I feel good, man. Like you said, there's a lot of like positive energy, man, that's happening, man. People are creating. The energy is being recognized, and yeah, man, feeling good, man. This weekend I had my kids, you know, for the long weekend, man. So doing the daddy do. I got to link up with Righteous for a quick second. Shout out Righteous in the chat. You know what I mean?
Big up.
Got him a SFA shirt, man. Always representing, showing mad love. Yeah, you know, I'm just taking in like some of the stuff that's been happening in the news, and it's all like Reminisce Show vibes. So I'm excited to get into some of those topics with you, man. I got some clips lined up, man, and yeah, man. But I'm feeling good. But how about like yo, the snow that just showed up out of nowhere? Just be like, yeah, hey, y'all think you're done with winter? Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Nice. Hold that, man. Hold that.
I mean, hold that. For real. Mother Nature's like, piss on you for a minute. Yo, for real. I'm still mad at how y'all treating me. Like, all right,
yeah,
sorry,
well,
sorry.
I keep telling people, man, like, yo, like I just say until we get to like June 1st, I just expect anything up until that point. You know what I mean?
Real.
By the time June comes through, June 1st comes, it's like, yo, we're in the clear. Now we're in the clear. But anything up, because sometimes May's cold too, you know what I mean? So
yeah, but really it's like yeah, like reach back for that winter jacket again, be like, yo, why am I wearing 2 layers in May? Because you live in Canada and because the world is wild.
Exactly. But it's all good though. Remember, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing good, yo. I'm doing good. I got you know, to be honest, man, I'm a little rough, but just an hour ago I got in a workout because I needed to get back in the gym and get my body back into shape, because I very much used my body for dancing and jumping and wilding out on Saturday night. And thank goodness I had nothing to do on Sunday, because my back, God.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's not even, I'm like, yo, bun that about this old man thing. Like, yo, we all, hip hop is 40 and 50 years old too. But I ain't been dancing in 2 years, god damn it. So it's like, so it was, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna dive right into it, but yeah, Saturday night with the Starting From Scratch party was great.
I think we should just dive right into that, man. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull up a clip real quick.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have you. Let me see here. Yeah, I want, because you were there, man, live in the flesh. I'm pretty sure like this footage may have you in it. It's like the trademark. It's like, where's Waldo? You know what I'm saying? But yo, let's play this. Let's play this real quick, man. This is some footage from DJ Starting from Scratch, man.
Oh, that's my head right there.
Right? That's all this right here.
Yeah, that's
All right, yeah. Let's get into this, man. And then we'll get into it
This nigga pulls every single hand, so he's winner when you look like everything yesterday. Speaking everything you want to hit the winner. Scorpio's thing is down to Jamaica. And running this douche is second rate, y'all. Take it, y'all. Like it's open refill. Yes, y'all, we giving you some lower down. I'm up in the cut, just moving like a running back. So when I'm high, this is high, holla back.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's like the legendary Rascals, man, that we had there. And there were some other, legends out here too, man. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Like let's see what we got here.
Oh man, they put up the whole party. Yo, this is
the whole thing, man. The whole
Papa
thing.
Papa Stro was out there.
How y'all feeling?
Bye.
We got the Tola. We got all the artists coming out on stage after me. But make some noise for yourself, Toronto.
It's been 2 years.
It was so good, fam. Oh, man. Oh,
OG Maestro.
Shout out to Rickshaw and Collision. I could not have been there without Collision and Rickshaw. And oh my God, it was a fantastic. Missy was there. She was just vibing hard. It was really. I'll let you play it first before I start chatting.
Yeah. I just want to give you some snippets, man. Some snippets.
Yeah, let's go.
Stone poet, know it better than gold. Know when my flow hit, it gon' motivate the whole shit. Keep your head up. Smell like a setup. Too many trying to get down while we trying to get up. So defend yours, I'ma defend mine. Got this money, got my people locked doing pen stop. I see y'all when you get home. And for my niggas that are gone, rest in peace. I see y'all before too long. Till then, I'm gonna keep building. We're trying to go all with enough money. Feed my great grandchildren, cause I'm still true. So they let them move with the money. Niggas is still kicking with the
Jelly.
Man, some snippets.
You from Buffalo, right? True story.
The Queen.
Some told me he was giving me one. Translation for white people. Some told me he was cheating on me. Thank you for that.
Yeah, she was jokes. So jokes. Yeah, this was so hilarious.
Drove in my pajamas, kicked on his door.
Yeah.
Literally kick it down. Found out then how the girl was running up the side door all the time.
Yeah.
You know when the nanny is so good.
Play this.
If you don't understand what the running back is.
You have to protect the cookie.
Yeah, you have to protect the cookie.
You have to protect the cookie.
You see me?
Okay.
Hold on tight, Mrs. Fields.
Hold on tight, Mrs. Fields. Oh my ladies, you protect the cookie.
Ladies, if you're gonna protect your Mrs. Fields, make some noise if you're gonna protect your Mrs. Fields.
Julie Black is so funny. I was dying.
Make some noise.
Okay.
She was jokes, man. That woman is a superstar.
Socrates.
Man, fucking scheme. Fuck being polite. Running this street without a fight.
All right. Well, yo, anybody who wants to peep that, man, that is on YouTube right now, man. As you can see, man, DJ started from scratch, man. Get on up 90s party, just search that, and you can watch the full hour of that, man. This is pretty cool. But I'll just let this kind of play in the background while, yo, you give us like the rundown, man, of like being there in person, yo.
It was fantastic, man. It was really good. Shout out to the security. They were really good. We got there. We were actually the first people there. We got there at 10 and didn't think that we would be the first ones there, but we were first in line. And shout out to Maestro's brother who was there. A lot of heads were in the building. Tona, Adam Baum, I saw. Shout out to them. DJ Shortcut, mad love to him. A lot of good people. I saw Mel Boogie. Mel, we love you. We love you. You know we want to talk to you. We'd love to have Mel Boogie up on here. So yeah, it was just a good, like you could see there, it was a good Toronto gathering. And in the beginning, I was, you know, obviously I'm up front, Mr. Front Row, that I had to be. But like, that's just where it feels right for me to live. So I turn around and I kept doing this. I keep looking back, just checking out the crowd and getting some pictures. But like people would gather slowly and just kind of be like, all right, we're here, but we're going to kind of stay back to just not circulate too much. So people were like being cautious about spreading whatever, but it still felt very safe. Not many people were wearing masks, but it still felt safe. It felt clean. It felt like they took care of the place. It didn't feel unsafe. And honestly, I remember 2 years ago, almost 2 years exactly, right after Kobe Bryant died, actually like 2 years and 2 months, Jizza played here with Killer Priest.
That's the one. Yeah.
So like, we're at. Yeah. And like, it was been almost exactly 2 years. That was in like February though.
Yep.
And like when I was there, I was like, yo, I've seen fucking 300, 500 concerts at the Phoenix. I've been there for 20 years. I used to live on Jarvis and I used to go there all the time. So I'm like, and I was like, okay, I haven't been here in 2 years. And I was standing there front row feeling all these amazing Canadians. I was like, this does feel pretty much like how it felt in the Jizza show.
Yeah.
And the Jizza show was literally the last safe concert that I went to there. I was like, yo, I was like, okay, we're back. Like, it feels like socially we're back. It felt good, man. It really did feel safe. Everybody was okay. The music was okay. The security was okay. It didn't feel unsafe. I didn't get no symptoms. But I mean, besides all that, I mean, I had to talk about like the environment because it's like all of us.
I'm like looking around. I don't see no mask, bro. Like
I saw one person with a see-through mask. And I was gonna bring a see-through one, but I was like, honestly, I was a little stupid, but I was like, honestly, if I'm gonna fucking catch COVID, I want to catch it seeing all my favorite Canadian peoples. Jesus, I wasn't being too reckless, but I was like, honestly, I'm vaccinated. I've taken precautions, and I'm going to celebrate. And it was a family reunion. I'm saying all this to say it was a family reunion. Everyone felt good. Shout out to Starting From Scratch because it was well organized. Everyone came on, did 2-3 songs, 1 song, 3-4 songs. There was short sets. It was clear. The sound was good. Good mics. Everything was tight. Socrates seemed to have the longest set, and I wasn't mad about that at all. But you know, some other people could have had a little longer sets, whatever. But I mean, Shaw Claire could have maybe played 1 or 2 more songs. Julie Black could have played 2 more songs. Mishi Me could have played another song. I don't know. I thought there was going to be another special guest, but I guess there wasn't. It was a fantastic event, though. It was really well done. I just don't want to like suck its whole dick all night. I can be a little critical, but like it was still
it looks like a peace vibe. Like you said, you know, it's been like 2 years since we've been able to you know, kind of gather and whatnot. And you know, I think that's a pure Sankofa vibe right there, man. The last concert that you attended was there, and it was Jizza, and that's pretty Sankofa. That's pretty Reminisce Show. And then now you come back to, like, you know, some of the OGs, man, the founding folks who really kind of, like, you know, paved the way for the Toronto hip hop scene that we see today, man. So that's pretty dope, man. Shout out to the person who captured this footage. I'm glad that made this really accessible, because, you know, this really shows the importance of, like, archiving and documenting our history, our stories. You know, this is really, really crucial right here. So yeah, man, leave it to that, man. That is what's up. What you got? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I had to get a couple of those, you know. Jelly threw those out, so shout out to Jelly. Shout out to Jelly. That's a true OG. That's a real human. Good, strong hip hop head right there. So yeah, Jelly did that. I wouldn't mind seeing Jelly even do one or two more songs. He only did Money Can't Buy Me Happiness, but still, I mean, no, I don't mean critical. It was a fantastic event. Really, it was
right.
It felt really good. And they all got together at the end. And
the bow.
God, yeah. Well, they took a huge picture. Everyone was all arm in arm. Everybody. It felt so good to see everybody, like, coast to coast Canadian hip hop. So
I like that.
So it was great. It was great. And yeah, I can't even say much more. It's good times. And I'm sore and I'm broken.
Well, it was all for the cause, man. It was worth it, man, just to get that in. Yeah, man. That's peace, man. But yo, carrying on with just some of the foundations. There's a new exhibit that's happening. That we're actually, like, in it. We're also supporting it. It's my brother Johnny Charles, photographer out here in Toronto. He has the project T Dot. And this is basically like him, you know, a collection of photographs that he's taken and documented the scene since about 2007. I was there right from the beginning when he first came on the scene, and he's been documenting, like, you know, this pivotal time in Toronto hip hop where things were really just starting to bubble. Social media was just kicking. You know, Drake just got signed, and there was, like, a lot of, like, energy. So he was able to capture that, and he has this whole exhibit. So I'm just gonna read a little bit of, like, what it says here. It says Project T-Dot is a documentary on Toronto's hip-hop culture and community, which Johnny Charles began capturing in December of 2006, primarily through black and white photography, and which is still in production. This definitive visual story will shed new light on the city's hip-hop scene and present Toronto subculture in a way that exemplifies the culture's richness of the city. Project T-Dot will intimately document the city's most renowned hip-hop figures and so on and so forth. So here, this is a photo.
He's a real one.
If I can capture this. So this is, like, Drake's you know, his first, like, homecoming show. This was at, like, Sound Academy, which is now, like, Rebel.
I was there.
You were there, yeah. This was ram-packed, and I'll always remember this show because I remember, like, tickets were going for, like, $50, $90 and whatnot. I'm like, who the hell is going to pay that much to see a local act? I was completely oblivious. I came down there, and the lineup to get into the venue was insane. Never mind the fact that the venue was already packed. So, and, you know, Sound Academy was really big at that time, you know, like, really massive space. This is where, like, you know, you see big acts like Public Enemy and whatnot, you know what I mean? So I get there, and yo, it was stuffed. Like, I couldn't even get to the front. Like, it was like, it was virtually impossible. It was a real sardine fest. And I was like, this is something different. This is something special.
Yep.
I'm going to take notes. You know, people used to talk all kinds of smack. And at that moment, I was like, you know what? Let me just sit back and watch this, man, because this is something different.
Yeah.
So
that place fits 5,000 people.
Exactly.
And I'm like, yo, local mans is ramming up the place.
Absolutely, man. Look, we got Shad K, who we had on the show. You know, a bunch of you know, B-boys doing the thing, man. Shout out Jelly 2 Fly.
Real one. Yeah.
There's lots of let me see here. What else? Yeah. We got young Boy Wonder.
I know. I was exact Tiny Boy Wonder, like Baby Boy Wonder. Like, that's sick.
There we go. Yeah. So it's a lot of good vibes going on. You know, Director X. You know what I'm saying? Lots of cool stuff. Anyway, so that's Project T-Dot. He has, like, some of his exhibit photos at City Hall. So you go to City Hall. like the windows on City Hall, like they're massive photos that are plastered. Like, you know what I mean? They got them stuck on the windows, which is pretty exclusive. I've never seen anything like that. I believe like I'm in one of those photos, so I got to go check that out for myself. Take a selfie with myself and all that stuff. But there's gonna be like a panel coming up, and Reminisce Show Vibes is gonna be there to discuss our perspectives on the scene. So definitely look out for that. Check his website is ajani.ca. That's AJANI, ajani.ca. And you can look under projects and see what's going on. But more rollout will come soon, next couple weeks and whatnot. So that's what's up, man.
Yo, I used to write with him in a couple different magazines, man. And Johnny's definitely a real one, and he's a man that I would see in the trenches of hip hop, taking pictures and doing articles and stuff. And that's just a brother in the struggle, man. Enough respect to see his artistry come to life the way that he wants it, because that project looks really tight. And yeah, definitely 10, 15 years ago, we were working on, I think, 2 magazines we've worked together on. I think we worked together at Swag and Pound. But
probably, yeah, I see that.
Yeah, cool. That man that's a real one, and I'd be happy to contribute. That looks like a really dope piece of work. So congratulations, Johnny.
Man. Yeah, no doubt, man. So keeping it moving along with hip hop history, man. DJ K Slay, man, or AKA Dez. Man, like, yeah. Okay, well, in the meantime, I actually have like a little clip here that I can just share while you get some of your archives. I'm gonna play this throwback, man, of the legendary, one of New York's finest in the game, man. Rest in peace. He passed away due to complications of COVID, man. I know he's been on like ventilators and was wild for a minute. But hold that thought for a second. Hold on 1 second, man. We're gonna play a little bit of this first, and then we'll get into like your memorabilia.
Mm-hmm. Dance is back, okay? I'm back. Understand? Dustin's in the building. What's up, yo, Bart? What's up, Bart? What's up, Bart? You guys gonna disturb me on a Sunday and make me come back out and do my shit. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute. DJ K Slay Dez. You know what I'm saying? I'm back on it, man. Word up. I'm trying to get back on my shit. Word up. Now, if you don't...
It's Celeste. Normally the best.
Young K Slay.
Dez in the KCK, the D5, we gonna rock the place. And if you're based in the place, you will get disgraced because we are the truth. We got the place. Rock socket, rock it in the pocket. Socket, rock it in the pocket. Work that girl front of crane. Took it to the doctor, so I'm on again. Stab that man right in his heart. Gave him a transfer to a brand new star. Cat cuts through the park.
Cause it's crazy after dark. Keep my hand on the gun, cause they got me on the run. Feeling like an outlaw. Broke my last jaw. Hit him and say, you want some more? Living on the sun.
I know one thing about Rap City, man. Niggas say it played out, niggas say this, niggas say that. But it's gonna keep going on, But look, I might be old and quit, but you coming up, younger niggas who's coming up is gonna keep going and keep going,
I never go and do one piece and leave. I feel that's like being toys. Like if you're gonna go, you go out to bomb. Like you do 4 or 5 cars in one night. That's where it shows a king, A king will go to the yard with like 30, 40 cans, A toy, I go in the yard with 2 cans. And then 2 cans, you only gonna do one piece. Me, I'll go in the yard with 30, 35 cans, 40 cans, I'll stay in the yard from 9 o'clock and I'll leave 4 in the morning. I don't care what my mother say. I'm going painting. But when I go painting, ain't nobody stopping me. MTA, nobody. I'm Desi Dez TFA and I'm unplugged.
Bro,
yo.
Tell me how he sounds kind of like Birdman though. It kind of sounds like Birdman, yo. Yo, Desi, I don't care what my mama say. Put some.
Yeah, for real, young K Slay. That's sick, man. Yo, and honestly, man, like it hit me in my heart big because I've been a K Slay fan for 20 years, man. I'm a mixtape lover. I love underground stuff. I love street hop. I love mixtapes and stuff. I got all of them. I've never thrown out one of them. I couldn't grab them all, but these are just a few of my New York mixtapes. A few. I mean, right here is even some more of my CDs. Like, I got a lot of stuff, but like, I just grabbed one stack, and like when I went to New York in 1998, one of the very first times I went by myself, the absolute first thing I did was buy a K-Slay mixtape. Without question. I bought so many. This is just in from the stack. So I got like 6 K-Slay mixtapes here. And I know I have at least 15 more. Like, K-Slay has always been one of my favorite DJs. And like, K-Slay put out Ether. He was the DJ who put out Ether. Nas gave it to him first. Like, oh man, like, I got so much K-Slay. So like, shout out to K-Slay forever, man. He's been one of my favorites. New York lost a real one, but he lives forever. And like, yo, peace to the God for real. Man, it sucks. 55, yo, that's mad young.
Yeah, man, that's just, you know, really getting started, man, in my books, man. But just one of those reminders, man, health is wealth, and, you know, we got to do what we can to, you know, prioritize and, you know, really be mindful of our lifestyles and the way how we carry on, you know, especially in hip hop, you know, like we come up, you know, smoking mad blunts in 40s and doing that like every day and whatnot. And, you know, like everything in moderation is blessed. But, you know, as we get up there, you know, we're not, you know, 15 and 20 anymore. You know what I mean? It's like things kind of, you know, impact us a little differently. So we got to be mindful of that. And yo, man, but you know, he's definitely left like a beautiful legacy, music. A lot of artists he's put on and supported and really brought that authentic like New York, you know, vibe and whatnot. And it was kind of cool just to see some of the throwback footage of him as a graph artist, you know, because graffiti is such like it's something you don't really hear too much on in hip hop these days, you know what I mean? Like maybe the new graffiti is like graphic design for like album covers now. Maybe that's like the new way of how graffiti is.
That's a good point. But like, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's not to say that it's gone, but they did make some graffiti proof trains in New York, and definitely like there's more cameras everywhere than there's ever been. So you know, it's not like you can go places and not be seen anymore. And not, so it's like you know, it's still going on, but it's evolved. And you know, there's murals and stuff. Sometimes it's like, you know,
commission murals, like you're allowed to, like there's designated areas and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You know, hip hop's not quite as illegal as it used to be. All the other things, but still, like, you know, it ain't the same as it used to be. So I mean, peace to those who still go out there and like, man, it's just dropping mad jewels, yo. Like, stay out for like 7 hours with 40 cans, yo. Like, how real is that?
True. Yeah.
That's so sick.
Sure, man.
Dez, pour out one for Desi Dez, aka DJ K-Slay. Drama King.
Drama King, man. Drama
Not
King.
your favorite DJ.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace, man. Salute, man, to those who paved the way for us, man. This is why Sankofa Reminisce Show is so important, man. Carry it on.
Got his D Block.
Okay.
G Unit versus D Block.
Let's go.
Street Sweepers.
Yeah, man. All that exclusive, man. Nonstop, man. That mixtape era, like that alone is a whole documentary in itself, man. That whole mixtape era was crazy, man. Crazy. I love it. So hip hop, man. But yo, I really want to give some time and space, man, to this interview right here. If y'all haven't seen this, y'all gotta check it out, man. Uncle Snoop, man, talking with Nori, was part of the Drinking Champs podcast. For me, like, you know, I'm gonna play this clip, but one thing that I really appreciate about this is you know, seeing the growth in artists and hip hop. You know, Snoop's like, you know, he's like in his 50s now, and the way how this clip, like, you know what, I'm just gonna play it. I'm just gonna, you know, let him speak, because it just really summarizes like what I'm excited about, and it's just so beautiful to see, because like I grew up listening to it. I remember getting the Doggy Style album cover, and my mom's like tripped out when she like unraveled it and saw what was in the cover with the doggy and the she's like, what is this? Yeah, like, nah, she took that right away, man, but it didn't stop me. You know what I mean? I'm like 12, 11, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bumping this. But anyways, yo, let's play Uncle Snoop, man. Let's see what he got to say.
So right now, I don't like the Bad Boy Death Row collaboration because it ain't what it was. Cause it's some new shit. This is new shit. That's what I'm trying to tell them. Like, let me talk to you right now, if you listen, if you watch it. We progressing. We move on our minds. I'm a 50-year-old man now. I'm not a 20-something-year-old young kid, and I lead by example. A lot of kids follow me. So if we can show growth and progression, that we can move forward, and we can take this Bad Boy Death Row, what it used to be, and make it a collaboration on peace and love. Just so you know, Puffy's sons and my sons have been best friends since they were 6, 7 years old.
What? That's crazy.
Real story on that one, brother. I didn't make it happen, and Puffy didn't make it happen. One night I was at my house and Puffy's son was over about like 9 o'clock. And I'm like, cuz, what time you going home? And he like, I'm spending the night. I'm like, did you tell your dad? He like, nah, my mom dropped me off. So Kim, rest in peace, was connecting my kids with Puff kids, and they formed a friendship and a bond. When Justin went to UCLA, my son went to UCLA. When Christian was rapping, my son was rapping. When he was modeling, they was flying over the world together. So they forged a friendship and a brotherhood that me and Puff always had. So if we got the opportunity to take these two brands and show people what it can be as opposed to what it used to be, that's what the fuck we gonna do. Damn, that was hard work.
That's amazing.
Yep, that's exactly it right there, man. And that's just like a quick like snippet. You know, I mean, you got to watch the full like, you know, like hour or 2-hour interview or whatever. There's like a lot of gems that's being dropped. Man, he's talking about being in the studio with like Nas, like Biggie and Tupac, and like, you know, before the beef. You know what I mean? And he was one of the guys who was trying to be the peacekeepers the whole time, like, you know, and trying to like, you know, work things out and whatnot. But I just thought it was cool to see like Snoop and Nori there because they both had, you know, like indirect diss tracks to each other, you know, like New York and LA and whatnot. So it's just cool to see the growth and the evolution. I think that's so important for hip hop. You know, we need to see those examples. When we look at hip hop today, man, there's so much violence, so much stuff. Artists are dying left, right, and center over arguments. And these artists have like transcend, and so many people have come and gone since, and they're still here. And it's just really beautiful to see those examples, man. We need that. Desperate.
Yo, that's it, yo, because Snoop's like, if I didn't grow, I would be dead. If I don't fucking evolve, then I'm just stuck in a cycle of violence that, it don't matter who it is. Like, yo, nobody's invincible. Tupac and Biggie died. It's not like you can be too famous or too rich to fucking get it. Like, anybody can go. So it's like, Snoop's like, I'm 50. I'm lucky to be here because some cats didn't make it this far. And I'm like, I'm going to make sure the next generation does the right thing. Like, that's so real. Peace to those kids. That's amazing. Like, seeing a Bad Boy Death Row collaboration would be dope. Doesn't even matter.
I think, yeah, like at this point, you know what I mean? Again, and even in the context of healing, I mean, some people may be stuck in their ways and may not understand like why that's powerful, but just, you know.
That's like hating on all the like Nas and Jay-Z songs that are coming out. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. No, that's a good example right there. You know,
it's like, what the fuck? You want Nas and Jay-Z to beef forever? Like, get the fuck out of here.
And also, too, like what was not mentioned in this particular clip, but he says it in the interview where Snoop actually, you know, like he now owns Death Row Records. He was able to put up. I know he put up like a lot of money, right? And his whole intention was for him to get the rights to his album, the Doggy Style album, you know, because that's under there or whatever. And he put that on pause to like, you know, he's like, you know what, let me get the label first. Let me just do all that. And his whole method behind that, it's like he wanted to like make sure that people who didn't get opportunities got opportunities. So there's other like, you know, label artists and people behind the scenes or whatever. And he's like, yo, once I get this set up, and he wants to bring that into the whole like NFT world and whatnot, and just really. And I'm like, you know what? If anybody can do it, it's Snoop. Like, he's like the perfect, like from a brand perspective, he's like the perfect person to do that, to bring back that integrity to Death Row and to make it, you know, forward. And then once everybody's all set up, the way how he explained it, once everybody's all set up, then he'll focus on him. So I thought like that was a real like boss move right there, you know, and just knowing Snoop's like legacy where, you know, he's fallen on and off many times, and he was, you know, supported by other people. I remember when he, you know, went with Master P for a bit, and that really saved him. So I feel he's come from that type of energy. Now that he's in a really great position, he's like, you know what? I'm going to put the people who deserve to be on, who didn't get the opportunities, who didn't get paid or whatever. Now we're going to create some new opportunities. So
that's so wonderful, yo. Like, man, like that though used to be signed to that label. He got chased away from that label. For him to survive everything that went through death row, and for Snoop to even come, for him to survive it is one thing.
Yeah.
For him to come back and to own it,
bro, it's like the most epic story ever. So epic.
It really is. It really is. Like, it's
Yeah.
amazing. It's like black owned. Like, are you crazy?
Yeah.
Seeing Snoop in blue death row, that shit is
yeah. And then, you know, like we saw like the Super Bowl and all that. Like it's really cool to see you know, hip hop being represented at this level. So I mean, yo, this is all Reminisce Show, man. Like, and we're gonna be here. Last thing we want to leave before we sign off, or maybe one of the last things. Yo, Wu-Tang and Nas, yo, on tour. I know this is gonna be a while. They come to Toronto September 4th. I already messaged Born King. I'm like, yo, fam, you already know what time it is. Yo, I'm gonna be backstage, man. I need to politic with everybody. I need it, man. We need it. You know what I mean? Reminisce Show's gonna be there exclusive backstage, man. I'm putting it on to Universe.
We're there, yo.
That's like 4 days before my birthday, man. So it's like, yo, I'm gonna get it in, man.
What, fam? Yo, we were there for your birthday, yo. It's gonna be a Wu-Tang and Logik celebration. That's going down. That's going down.
I have to, man. We got to get that Reminisce Show exclusives, yo. Straight up.
Yeah, we in there, man. We in there for sure. Like, so Rock the Bells is like a month earlier in New York, so I'm gonna get there on August 6th.
Let's go.
For us, and then here for September 4th, we're going to Wu-Tang and Nas. That's gonna be wild as hell, and yeah, that's just how it's gonna be. It's really good that these things are coming back. There's gonna be family reunions like never. No, like
we need it. We need it.
Culture. Oh, and like speaking of concerts, definitely want to shout out Righteous shouting out Concrete Canvas coming up in Steel City in a few months. So that's cool.
Okay.
But shout out when we were talking about graffiti business. So, but still, like, any gatherings these days, like of any sort, of any level, festivals, and man, remember how many festivals Toronto used to have?
There's festivals every weekend. There'd be some days would be like multiple per day, like on the weekend, you know?
Yo, it's like food, comedy, arts, this culture, that culture, this industry. It's like, yo, we have so much to go back to. Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, everything's coming back, man. So you already know what it is.
Yeah, we'll be there for it. So, yo, shout out to everyone who was at Get On Up and all the guests and all the dope people. It's good to see y'all. We're gonna be up in the spot, and yeah, yo, shout out to DJ K Slay, man. That's I'm feeling all of that, man. That's
all right, man.
Not your favorite DJ, Drama King. Rest in peace.
Man. Well, we're gonna continue the legacy, man. Make sure these stories, you know, get heard, and you know, I'm looking forward to like the hip hop museum and whatnot. So you know that's really, you know, putting that out there, man. Hopefully, like, you know, all the people that need to be represented and preserved will be part of that, man, because yo, it's history in the making. We live in it.
Yeah.
Leave you all like that, man.
Yo, it's so good to talk to you, brother. Yo, man.
Always, man.
Every time. All right, fam. Colleen, Righteous, all the people who are watching us, yo, all our Reminisce heads. Thanks for rolling with us. One love.
Yeah, man. Every Tuesday, Reminisce Show. Till next time, y'all. And we out.
Peace.